Welcome fabric friends, and welcome to another fabric haul video, the first of 2020. And who's ready to start the new year with some fresh new fabric? I know I am. And today I'm delighted to be showing you the first fusion and the first collection release of 2020 called Ballerina. I personally really enjoy these kind of collections because it's super soft, it's very neutral, they're very minimal prints, they work super great together. And this is the type of collection that just makes me want to dip my toes into like the feminine side of things. It makes me want to create some really pretty and delicate projects. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Janelle, I've seen these prints before. And it's because we've released them in the past. And fusions are just prints that we've released before from your favorite designers. And we usually recolor them to create a whole different and exciting line. And this happens to be filled with all the soft, blushed, and neutral tones. So here's a quick challenge. I challenge you throughout this fabric haul video, as I'm going through prints, if you recognize which designer designed each print and see how many you get right. I will be checking in the comments below to see who's been answering correctly, and I'll double check if you got it right. So enough chit chatting and let's just jump right into it. These fabrics are low volume with a delicate twist, inspired by a certain coziness that comes with quiet mornings and a warm cup of tea. This collection highlights blush tones with soft, dainty, and subtle textures. Okay, so let's start with the print in front of me. So this print reminds me of these like ballerina tutus. They have like these organic lines and it's on a very pale background. And if you look closely on the each of little branch, you would say they have these pink little speckles. They're around 3-inch squares, so you can definitely fussy cut each individual design for a patchwork project. This next print are these like leaves and tiny flowers going in a circular direction. So this would be really fun to fussy cut as well. You can either fussy cut the smaller group of flowers here, or you can definitely cut a bigger piece like the ones here and make like a pillow cover, or this print would be great for like the backing of a quilt. This next print is really soft toned, the peachy light background with this square texture on the top. And if you look closely here, you'll see like cross hatches within each little square. And I find this print great to match with like a darker pure solid for some extra contrast. Imagine this print with like a darker cinnamon color. You can make some really interesting patchwork pillows like the one we made for our lookbook, which I'll link a picture right here so you can see it. So this next print has a lot of texture, and I think this would be great when you add to the binding of your quilt, just to add a little bit of something interesting. And you can tell closely, they're kind of like these vertical brush strokes, and every sew group has like a darker gray, those peachy and blush tones, again, tying with the collection. So moving forward to, I would say, the darkest color in the collection. It's like this still soft, blushy pink, and you have these vertical stripes going across with these added textures. And I like these kind of prints because you can definitely fussy cut each little row or use the solids in between for like a smaller project. So if you wanted to add some sashing or a really nice border to your quilt, this would be an interesting print to do that to. We actually did some strip piecing with a fabric bin that we did in the lookbook. And you can see, I'll insert a picture here, where you could see all the solids and the prints going back and forth with this print. For size reference, you can see each row is around 3 inches wide. So this next print I think will be really fun for anybody that loves to just add that very stitchy and quilty detail, because this is a print with the most negative space, and it has these really nice like mountain silhouettes or triangle silhouettes throughout the whole print. So imagine pairing it with like a very deep stitch color, and it will really pop up against this fabric. So you can use it as the backing of the quilt so it really stands out, or just when you do like a pillow with a quilty added touch. So this next print is these plus signs evenly spread out through the whole fabric, and they're just small enough so you can cut a 1-inch square around each for like a EPP project. Or this is one of those kind of prints that it would be really nice just left alone. You can make a t-shirt with it, or a sleeveless tank would look really good. So this next print are these tiny polka dots, and they're all colored differently from the pale pinks to the grays and to the soft creams. You can see here a little bit closer. I'm really happy they put this fabric in this collection because it's one of the only prints with a very light background, so it creates some contrast with the darker blushy tones in the print. And I love this kind of print for like small projects because it has small prints on them, so you can make pouches or coin purses, or even really cute pin cushions would be nice with this fabric. Although Ballerina consists of all cotton substrates, and of course this is going to be a super fun collection for you quilters out there, but fear not, garment makers will definitely have some fun making apparel with this cotton. It's super lightweight and comfortable to wear, and it's easy to sew. So I left these two prints for last because they are my favorite ones. So you have these vertical polka dots, and then you have this organic brush strokes on the whiter background here. I would say these prints are my favorite, not only individually but together. I couldn't just choose one, and I found this lovely pattern that included both. So this cotton dress is split down in the middle for both of these prints to shine, yet they still complement each other. Besides, these lovely blush tones and subtle pattern just are calling for a girly dress. Let me give you a close look on the prints that I chose for my dress. Here's the vertical polka dots. And the last print of the collection is this one. Here's an up close look on that one as well. Now that you saw the whole fabric collection, were you able to spot your favorite designer's prints? We just love that we can create a whole new feeling just by changing the color story of prints. And I have so many ideas on what you can sew with these fabrics. I mean, quilts with these fabrics are going to be beautiful in a nursery or as home decor, and even some really cute handbags. Of course, sometimes videos are just not enough inspiration, and you just need to see an array of pictures of beautiful quilty projects. So make sure you head over to our Ballerina fabric lookbook. That will be linked in the description box below, where you'll get to find tons of free patterns and makers creating beautiful things with these fabrics. If you're crazy for these fabrics and you need to know, Janelle, where can I buy these? Make sure to head over to our website. I'll link it right here, where you can find your nearest fabric store or online shops that carry this line. As always, if you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as it was going to notify you every time our Gala Fabrics come out with a new video. Whether it's a new fabric collection or a new tutorial, you will be updated. And of course, until next time, happy sewing. Bye.